Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Tuesday, the 6th of April. No longer Easter. Okay, well, thank you to those of you who had patience yesterday with our rather unusual setup. I'm pleased that we're not going to have quite so much of a problem today. High pressure still out in the Atlantic currently, still drawing down as we're on the east side of it. Some very strong northerly winds indeed at flying heights. Yeah, very chilly. Not too much in the way of fronts. We're not having to deal with snow or anything this morning, though there is the risk of some showers this afternoon, which may bring a little bit of rain or snow, certainly at height. But yes, general picture today is cold northerly, but slightly easier to operate than yesterday. Probably not quite as spectacular, though, in the cloud bases. Those winds are somewhere in the region at flying heights of northwesterly to north-northwesterly, 20 to 25 knots. If you get really high, you might see 30, but hopefully not too much stronger than 25 generally. Freezing levels remain, in the most part, fairly low. Over land, this is suggesting at midday we've got freezing levels of about either ground level or underground, all the way up to about 1,000 feet. So yeah, freezing level remains low. I saw a number of gliders with icicles which had grown as people either dumped water or done something. We've also had the first land outs of the year. I'm pleased that nothing went too wrong with that. Please just if we could just ensure we ring the office, because I don't necessarily know that all of your mobile numbers, so that just helps me, so just let them know. Public forecast showing northwesterly to north-northwesterly winds, sort of peaking during the day at about sort of 16, 17 knots, gusting occasionally up to 25. A bit more west in the wind, which is very helpful because it does mean that we're not having to hopefully go down to 3, 4 at all today. We'll hopefully better stay up. But look at the temperatures, still fairly low, and feel like temperature still 0, 1 degree, and certainly at flying heights. There were people in boiler suits and things like that yesterday because it was -10 at flying heights. At the moment, no particular cloud over the UK or England where we are. The risk of some wave getting in the way of some of the thermals, we did see that yesterday morning. I just think potentially it's a bit bluer today, so we're not quite seeing that, but fairly similar air mass to yesterday. Top temperature, a balmy 4 degrees, and dew points somewhere probably down to sort of -7, -8. That's the picture outside Lasham at the moment. We've already got some cumulus going. And if we look at the data, showing a temperature of 2 degrees and a dew point of -3.3, and hopefully that's already starting to drop, or will be soon. Yeah, those two lines will start separating in a moment. And winds, yeah, northwesterly 13 knots. Nothing too much in the way of rain today. There is the chance of some overdevelopment to showers, but not quite as pronounced as we had yesterday. So we should be able to get a reasonably early start. The METAR for Farnborough is showing northwesterly winds at 8 knots currently. It will get stronger than that. I don't know why they're not putting it in there, and not too much in the way of cloud. David was forecasting, here we go, this is 6 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock this morning, sorry. Yeah, I'll leave you to read that just for a moment. But we still have the midnight sounding, which I haven't actually got on here, but classic air from yesterday, which is showing trigger temperature of 6 degrees to give shallow cumulus and 6,000 foot cloud base. What we're getting from that, he's only just updated it in the last few minutes. Yeah, have a read of that before you get airborne. That'll just give you a little bit more than what I can provide on the data. Data is showing sort of 200 to 300 k in our area, strong northerly wind. And let's go for 10 o'clock, blue to shallow Q up to 3,500 feet. By sort of 12 or 1 o'clock, we're looking at cloud base round here, probably of 6,000 feet in cumulus. Closer to London and to the southeast, looking maybe 6.5. Probably not quite 7 today. Little bits of chance of overdevelopment here, but generally very good indeed if discounting the wind. And we can see here, plenty of cumulus, but sometimes just getting a little bit too much in certain places. and just the risk of a shower. How late does it go? Let us see. That is 5 o'clock, still reasonable. I know Mark Davenport was out late last night at about 6 o'clock. But yeah, by 6, half 6, it's going to have started to fall apart. So yeah, I'll say back here by about 6 allows me to go home as well. But it was enjoyable watching all of you have a lot of fun yesterday. Okay, NOTAMs. Solent active as usual today between sort of about 10:30 and 6. I'll just get the actual timings now. But yeah, so 11:30 and 6:15. But they may still be there in the run up and just after that period. 14 probably danger areas. Still no danger area crossing service. In fact, that NOTAM goes for quite a while. Might have to chase that and see why that is. Clearly, they're not funding that so much. And 9. No, that's not relevant to us. There is a low-level survey going on near us. I saw spotted on Sky Demon, but other than that, Farnborough's active as usual. Right, one jet movements, which I'm currently tracking, coming nicely down the country, approaching Birmingham, the broadsword 727, the oil spill 1. That'll be on its way and landing hopefully with us by about 9:30 or so onto 27. Our setup today is going to be 27. I appreciate a lot of you have already gridded on the north side. When possible, for those who haven't got on the grid yet, I'd like to try and move people over to the runway more. We don't really like launching a grid on the north side when we are in wind shadow because of the curl over effect that comes over the trees. So if those of you have not gotten to the grid yet could just literally wait 20 minutes, I'll be able to get you onto the runway as soon as that thing's on the ground. So that'll be really, really helpful to me. Otherwise, we have to do a bit more pushing around. Just means the less experienced guys who are going to be towing out the case 21s shortly don't have to sort of fit in with that as well. A launch point should really always be in one place where possible. So 27, there's a risk of changing to 3-4, but hopefully minimal. But we're not going to need to do that before the grid launch. So just give us a call on the way back. And hopefully we should have a nice day. Look forward to seeing what you get up to. Hands, face, space, and all of that in the clubhouse, please. Charts still available for sale. And yeah, just let me know if you land out. That's just what I need to know. All right, I'll see you soon.